Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. I know I'm a few minutes behind. I was having some issues with my phone. But hey, I'm here. We're good to go. All right. So really glad to be here. Thank you all so very much for jumping on with me. I will say this before we get into everything. No, let me do this. First of all, welcome. Second of all, please, y'all, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Okay, hit the thumbs up to let people know that we are now live. Hey, nephew. Let people know that we are now live. And then also, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you have not hit that already. And then also make sure you hit the notification bell too, so that way you know when I am going live. Okay. So that's that part. And then the other part is I attempted to do something different, and the people spoke. They weren't with it with the whole nightcap analysis. I was like, no, I'm not with it. So be back to just regular live forex and crypto market analysis. One thing that I may do tonight, depending on how much time we have, is look at a couple of stocks. So that way we could just kind of get an idea of what we price points that we could be potentially looking at. Okay. This is in conjunction with what you're already doing as an investor within the stock market. So y'all don't take what I'm sharing as the only thing to do. Okay. So give me 1 second. Let me get 1 second here because I want to make sure I was doing something. Oops, that's the wrong button. Give me 1 second, y'all. So I'm good to go. Okay. So yeah, so we in here. Let's get it. So what I'm gonna do is I normally go through the whole routine for everybody, but what I really want is as people come on, what I really want to do is make sure that I'm looking at some of the things that the people want to see. So it's not just the routine that I'm doing, because I think we pretty much got that down. If I had somebody new come on, then yeah, I would. But I want us to look at stuff that as a collective we've been looking at, and as well as the stock market, like I said, crypto too, because of course, some of us invest in the cryptocurrency market as well and not just trade it. So let me go ahead right now and share my screen. As I'm sharing my screen, I want to give this disclaimer, y'all. I am not a financial advisor nor licensed trader. I'm a student just like you. The only difference between me and some of you may be that I have a bit more experience. I've learned a lot. And I've also got to the point where now I share the things that I am learning or I have learned in these different markets, okay, as an investor as well as a day trader. So hopefully you all can see my screen so we can get into it. I will say I already marked up a couple of things, but we'll do this together. So unless someone says something, let me look at this, see if I could see the things. Okay, so I had my reminder set today because you wasn't missing it. Okay, yeah, I see you. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to start doing my list. Ooh, it's not much to do here, but I'll go with GBP, CHF. That's a buy. We're looking for a buy. AUD, CHF, looking for a buy. Okay, CHF, JPY, looking for a sell. All right, and that's it. So now we're doing GBP CAD, looking for a buy. AUD CAD, looking for a buy. And CAD JPY, looking for a sell. So we have 2 sales, 4 buys. Total of 6 pairs. All right. If you see anything else, that you would like to look at, by all means, let me know. Okay, so tonight, all news has already occurred. If any, tomorrow, oops, I don't know what I just did. There we go. Okay. Tomorrow, we have a bank holiday for US and Canada. So that means anything paired with the US dollar, anything paired with the Canadian dollar, you may not see that much movement. So if you're looking to trade like myself, I won't be trading gold tomorrow, no indices, none of that. It'll most definitely have to be quite possibly like my Euro, GBP, those two would be for me tomorrow, but I definitely won't be trading anything paired with the dollar, US dollar or Canadian dollar for tomorrow. So that means CAD, JPY, GBP, CAD may not have much movement at all tonight, but we'll see. Definitely not that much movement tomorrow, unless the pound or the yen is super strong. All right, now we got that out the way. Let's go to this GBP. Oops, GBP, CHF. All right, and if you have any questions, let me know. Hello, Veronica. Welcome. That is a new name I have not seen. All right, GBP CHF is buying according to Forex Factory. AUD CHF is next. That is green as well. So we're putting a check mark next to AUD CHF, CHF JPY. Supposed to be selling. Let's see if we got red. We have red. So check mark next to CHF JPY. Okay. And next is GBP CAD. We are buying. So check mark next to GBP CAD. And buy should be for AUD CAD as well. Let's see if we see that. Nope. I'm putting the X next to that because I got red and green. We need both green. CAD JPY should be selling. So we need to see red numbers. We do see red numbers. All right, cool. So now I got 5 out of 6 that's showing the same thing. Let's get it. We're going to investing.com next. So remember, y'all, if you want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, these steps that I'm doing, please click the links inside the description of this video. It goes over each website slow. Okay. So I'm moving fast because I'm ready to look at the charts. And so I want to just get through this process today where we can look at the charts together and see if there is an opportunity for someone to enter a trade. Okay. So now we're on investing.com because I want to put my list in here so that way I can see what we have going on. If anything is, let's see, AUD CAD is not, okay, that's not on here. So we can see what is happening in the market. None of this stuff is on here. I don't have none of this. Okay, GBP CHF is the only one I have. Okay, so let me go do these. AUD CHF, CHF JPY. And y'all, as you do this, you're gonna find if you haven't been trading that long and you're new to it, you're gonna find that there's gonna be some things that you really like to trade, and then there's gonna be some things you're like, I'm skipping over that. Cause listen, anything paired with the franc, I'm like, yeah, I pass. Even New Zealand dollar. The only reason why I trade that sometimes is because it's come up, and of course, people have asked for it. Even with the franc, I've had some, a few people ask for that, and I'm like, why? But I still marked it up. I still mark it up, be like, all right, let's go. Okay, so GBP CHF, it is a go. So this is one that we're going to possibly be marking up tonight. That'll be the first one we mark up. AUD CHF, that's neutral on a week. So I might still check it out depending on what everything else is showing. But we got buy across the board except for on the weekly chart. CHF JPY, I'm scratching that off the list because it's supposed to be a sale. And we got sell, neutral, neutral, buy. So it's all over the place for me. I don't like it. GBP CAD is supposed to be a buy. It has strong buy and then neutral. I don't know about that. We'll see what happens tonight. If anybody requests something, then I won't mark up GBP CAD. You know, Devin say he like the NZD. Hey, I got somebody that like looking at the ZAR, USD ZAR. I'm like, okay, you know, if that's what you like, you'll find what you like. And then roll with it. Okay, AD CAD is supposed to be buying. It's not across the board. So I'm scratching that off my list. And same thing with CAD JPY. It's supposed to be selling across the board. It's not selling across the board. It's sell, neutral, and then buy. So nope, we move right along. Okay, so I'm going to GBP CHF, y'all. GBP CHF. See my gold trade, you know, my gold trade already done. It's heading towards the TP for the buy. Okay, let's go. We're gonna put in GBP CHF. I don't think I've ever marked this up before. I'm not sure if I have or not. I don't think I have, now that I think about it. I don't think so. We're gonna see. I have. Okay. Well, that means it's been a minute because I sure don't remember doing this. All right. So for those of you that are new to me, welcome again. But I'm going to go to the month because I have no idea when the last time I marked this up. So clearly it has been a minute. Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. I don't even remember doing this at all. Like, I really don't. Man, yeah, that's definitely been a while. Okay, so let me do this. It looks like this was a low. So I do what we call a top-down analysis. So I look at high time frames. Yeah, I use the month because I invest too. So it's just force a habit that I include the month in mine. But I like looking at the different time frames and higher time frames so that I could see where price has been. So like in this case, I'm on a month. I color code my lines so that way I know what is what. Okay. So it looks like GBP CHF has been selling for a mighty long time. And now it looks like we have our floor where this previous month low was at. Looks like we have our floor. So price could potentially continue to move up. And I would say even at least come up to here. But anyway, so yeah, we're looking at potential reversal for the buy. So a buy trend could be continuing for GBP CHF. All right, so that's based off of the month. Now we're going to go to the week. So my week, I have this blue color. Well, this is gone. I'm going to delete this because that has definitely blown past this. I have no, yeah, this is old. I'll probably end up redoing this and see another time. But anyway, so previous week, high and low, I'm marking that. So this is the previous week low here, previous week. And then I'm doing a previous week, previous week high. And so again, just looking at the chart, right? So I'm seeing same thing. It's been selling for the most part. It's not the prettiest sale, but it has been selling for a very long time, at least since looked like it started back here, selling again back in October of 2022. So it's just been up and down and everything. So now we got our week marked. Next is going to go drop down to the day. Drop down to the day. So the month is showing us that it was turning around in a buy. The week showing us it's been selling for a while. And now we're going to mark the day and then see what's good with this chart. because we got two conflicting things. One showing sell, one showing buy. Turnaround for the buy. I got to make this bigger. I don't know why I tried to do that. Like, I'm really going to be able to see that. Cut it out. All right, cool. So now I'm looking at big picture. What do I see? I see that price has been buying on the day. So just like the month showing that turnaround, we have our turnaround here from that sale, and then push up, down, push up again, and now it look like we're about to push up. So it may push past this previous week high at some point. We don't know when. Maybe not, but we'll see. All right. Same thing. Let's see on the 4 hour. This is an ugly buy on the 4 hour. So we got a bit of a choppy market here, and it's been staying in between the day on the 4 hour here. So it's sold prior to, slowed down, like the buy was happening, but it wasn't really moving that fast. Now we got the buy up above our day high. So that looks like a good deal. So I'm going to do my fib for this buy real quick. I mean, for this sale. Oops, my bad. So we want to see what price does in here. What does it do here? Is it going to get here and turn around and push back down? What's it going to do? That is the question. That's what I want to know. Let's see. And then I need my 5618. Let me do that. Let's knock that out. It's been acting up today for me. I don't know what's been up with this thing.
The perfect gift? Don't panic. Gift mode on Etsy.
There we go.
Take the stress out of
all right.
And make it easy to find incredible items
so,
for anyone and any occasion.
Now that I see this, I would anticipate price potentially coming up here, either inside this 5618 and then push back down, possibly hit the day high, or come back into this area and then push back up if it's really a buy according to the day and the month. If it's not really a buy, then we'll see price coming here, possibly consolidate a bit, maybe, form a bearish pattern and push back down. So I'm going to look for both buy and sell to mark. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Let me go down to the hour. But I would prepare for both if I were you. Y'all, just so everybody know, I don't typically trade any CHF pairs or NZD. So even though I mark it up, I'm telling y'all now, straight up, I don't enter these trades. Those are two things I do not trade. Me personally, I do not trade. I trade gold. I trade NAS 100. I trade cryptocurrency. I trade some GBP pairs if I see it. But for the most part, those are like my three go-tos. It's crypto, NAS 100, and of course gold. That's where I'm at with it. All right, so let's just say price does push through here. I would have to see price clear, but clear the top of this 5618. And let me see how many pips. It's not really much. So actually, I would potentially use the week high as a take profit one. Okay. So I'm going to put TP1 for the buy. Okay. Let me change this because that's just too big for me. There we go. All right. And then if this were to push here and come down, then I will be looking at this as a take profit one. Unless the risk to reward ratio is not that good, then I will push it down to the previous month low. Or is this the high? Low. So potential TP1 for the sale. And then CP2. Yeah, I would move these down if the risk to reward is not that great. Okay, so if it's like a 1-to-1 from, price pushing back down and closing below here, right, in the sale. So let's say price push back down, it hits here, push back down, it forms a bearish pattern up in here somewhere, and it confirms below here. If the risk to reward is not that great from here to down here and your stop loss, then of course I would just move my take profit down to the next one. All right, so that's all we're doing. That's the potential TP3. Here's the thing. This is what I like about doing the top down analysis, because then I don't have to do as much work trying to find take profit points and whatnot. I could just look at my top down analysis to see what I see. Looks like we got something here in the middle. So I'm gonna change this to a line chart. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, maybe. Let me see. That look like 1, 2, 3. Let me change this real quick and see. I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's a better one. So let me change this to 3. This is 3. And then, and y'all, this is all dependent upon the momentum that that this pair has. So if the franc picks up a ton of strength, then we should see a sale. Okay, that's only if the franc picks up strength. If the franc doesn't pick up strength and the pound continues to be strong, then guess what? We got our TP1 for the buy. Let me see if I can find a TP take profit 2. Maybe need to go to a higher time frame. Yeah, I'm not about to look forever. So let me go to 4 hour. There we go. Okay, so I see immediately, yes. Okay, I got 1. Let me change it to a line chart real quick, y'all. So I got 1, 2, 3. So that's 3. Those broke through. So look like it might be that one that I have as a take profit 2. And then up here, take profit 3. Bam. All right. Come on. There we go. So 1, 2. That one broke a little bit. And that one got close. So we got 1, 2, 3. All right. So we got 3 potential take profit points for a buy as well for GBP CHF. I'm going to do this on the 1 hour. And then that way we good to go. All right, and then let's see, long. All right, there it is. So now, boom, we got GBP CHF. It is marked and ready to go. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me change this back to candles. Here we go. Okay, so here's the deal. Run through this one more time. So because we have our 5618 zone, this is typically where a retracement will occur or could potentially occur. So price could come up here. It could sit here for a minute. It could push down and then push up for the buy. It could do anything in this area. So that's the reason why I marked take profit points for both the buy and the sell, because this is an area where it could go either way. Okay, so it could retrace and push down and go back into the sell. That's why we have our take profit points for the sell. It could come in here, consolidate, push down, and then push back up, continue to go up, and then it could hit any of these take profit points. Okay, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're looking for. GBP CHF is good to go. Let me highlight this so that way I don't forget that this is the one I marked up. Does anyone have a pair that they want me to look at before I go to gold? Because AUDCHF, I don't necessarily want to mark up 2 franc pairs. I don't want to mark up 2 of the same thing in a sense. Let's see, today is the 18th. Okay, if I don't see anything, I'm looking at the video to see if I could find anything, if anybody said anything. All right, so I'm gonna go show y'all go real quick. Okay, so I've had this mark since probably for 2 weeks now. I just update the day and the week. Those are the only things I update. So for those people who have been trading for a while, you may have heard of the term imbalance. And so I marked an imbalance on the 4-hour, and gold has finally filled that imbalance today. So now that's what I was looking for my buy. And now we just need to see price continue to come up here to our previous week high. Now, this is something that may happen. I want you to look right here to the left. Okay. On the 1 hour, this is showing the start. On the 1 hour, this is showing the start of my imbalance. Okay. So this is the first candle. This is the imbalance. Okay. And then this is the close right here. So that would mean that if I went off the hour as well, this could potentially be a take profit point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this here, make the adjustment. Okay, and then I got another one here. This is TP2 for the buy. And I have another imbalance up here. So that's the reason why I got that mark. But let me change this now to TP3. Okay. So I already had this stuff taken care of. So in here is our supply zone. That's what these dotted lines are letting us know. This is our supply zone. Price may come up here and then push back down. Okay, there's the potential for that to happen. There's a potential for it to hit the start of this imbalance, this previous imbalance on the 1 hour. It's a potential for it to hit this and push back down, okay, and come back to the previous day high. There are so many options, okay, that you could do that. So Veronica asks, how did you know that was an imbalance? Good question. Well, let me show you. I was about to say, y'all remember Fire Marshal Bill from In Living Color, where he used to say, let me show you something? Yeah. All right. So imbalance just pretty much means that, for those who aren't familiar, imbalance just pretty much means that there is massive movement in one session in one direction. Okay. So what happened here on the 4 hour, there were actually 2 moves that occurred. And so that's why I just made one big box. But you have the regular move pushed up. Okay, cool. Then you have this massive push down. So when we identify our zones and starting and closing our boxes for our imbalances, we start with however far down the first candle went, and then our imbalance, and then our third candle, the high of that, that's where we close it. So technically, this would have been the close for this particular imbalance here, right? Let me make this white. So this would have been the close for this imbalance. So this would have been the box, 1, 2. Well, this had a big move down as well. So that means that I had this as well. So I had here. So starting here for this move, starting here, ending here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I have to move my cursor out the way. So at the top, the high of this. So that meant that I had this small little gap here, okay, which, as you can see, we had consolidation happen in that little gap between this imbalance and this imbalance. Okay. So that's why I just made this whole thing the imbalance, because we had two massive moves in one, in the same area, back to back. It didn't make sense to have two separate boxes for the 4 hour. For me, I like a little bit of simplicity as much as I can because I draw these lines. So yeah, so this would have been this imbalance, the start here and then the close here. And then this imbalance is the start here and then the close here. So from here to here is this imbalance. From here to here is this imbalance. And then price typically fills. Now, the thing is, we don't know when it's going to fill, but typically price eventually fills previous imbalances. They can happen that day. They can happen that month. They can happen the following year. It just depends on what's going on. Okay. So that's how I found that. And then, like I said, on the hour, we have another one as well. So I'm waiting for potentially for price to come up here and then see what it's going to do. Is it going to push down, come back to my previous day high, or keep going? What's it going to do? Let me get rid of these white lines too. All right. So there's that. So now hopefully everybody sees what I see. If this comes and pushes back down, like let's say it comes up here and then it just starts to sell off completely. It doesn't feel the other imbalance, which it may or may not happen. Gold can surprise you sometimes. But anyway, let's just say it doesn't come up here to this supply zone and it comes to this TP1 and pushes down. Well, for me, I will need to see price clear here. So the body of the candle will have to clear this previous day high and then keep coming down. Okay. For me to even think about trading it for a sale. But like I said, tomorrow is a holiday. So I won't be able to trade. I won't be able to trade tomorrow at all. Says, is this the comparison of the three candles? Correct. Yes. So all it is with imbalances, you have a three candle setup. The first candle, second candle is your imbalance, and the third candle is the candle that closes your imbalance. So that tells you where price has the potential to come to. So let me go back to it. Thank you for saying that. Okay. How long have you been trading, Veronica? If you don't mind me asking. So we have first candle here. So our low for our first candle is the start of our imbalance, our border, right? For our box right here. This is our imbalance. That's the second candle. Third candle is the one that follows it. So the third candle, the high of the third candle is what closes our box for our imbalance. That's why I had that white line there. This is the same thing too. We have one candle. This candle has a big move down. So that means this is the start. And then this third candle here, 1, 2, 3. This third candle here is our close. Okay, close of our border. That's why I just had this whole one big box, because they had two big moves back to back. All right. So everybody should have their potential take profit points. Reminder though, y'all, there is a bank holiday tomorrow, so gold may not move like that. So don't get caught slipping. All right. If you are in profit tonight, then take your profit and keep it pushing, or put your trailing stop in, or whatever you want to do. Again, y'all, I'm not a licensed trader. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a student. And if you do anything I share on here, it's because you have done your own due diligence, okay, and made an informed decision based off of what you know and not just what I share. All right. Okay. So that's it. I got gold. So we'll see how that plays out this week. If we have the TP 1, 2, or 3 get hit this week, or if it's the sale, which, like I said, this would be pushing down. Oh, let me make that. My bad, y'all. Let me do that too. TP1 for sale. And then the previous day low, we would do TP2. I'm pretty sure there may be something in between the week and the previous day low, but we'll see. This is TP3 potential. All right. And so this is only if that happens. Veronica, I've been trading for about 2 years. Okay. Awesome. All right. So now we got our potential take profit points for the buy and for the sell for gold. Again, everything depends on the risk to reward ratio too. So if this does push down and then the risk to reward ratio is not that great, y'all, you just shift from this one being take profit one today to this yellow line, the day previous day low. If this is still not good, then you shift it to your previous take profit 3, make that take profit 1. But I am a firm believer of making sure that we have at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, so that way we have a little cushion if we take some lessons in the market. All right, because that's inevitable. Doesn't matter how long you've been trading, how great you are, everybody loses at some point as a trader. Okay. We want to have our money still in the week in profit. Okay, so I'm going to Bitcoin real quick. If anybody here invests in crypto, let me know. Let me know. And if y'all want to look at a particular stock too, from an investor standpoint, let me know. All right. These are all. This is all. This is all. All right. So it didn't do the sale, so we good. All right. And y'all, I have a habit of marking buys and sales. That's something I was taught, and I'm like, man, that is genius. So I'm prepared for the buy and for the sale. Once Kim taught me that, I was like, yes, ma'am, I am with it 1,000%. All right, so I got my previous week high here. And then I'm gonna change this, move this out the way. And I'm going to do my previous week low. I have recently marked this, so that's why I don't need to do my month, because I already got my month marked, the month high and low mark. I'm gonna delete all these so it's out the way so we ain't looking at it. All right, cool. Day. All right, so buys have already happened. We good on that. I'm looking for this and another one. Oops. Okay. All right, so choppy. So we staying in this area, looks like, again. So it looks like it's staying in between our previous week high and previous day low. It kind of attempted to break down, but it didn't keep going. What I like about trading Bitcoin specifically is, I'm not gonna say it's predictable because it clearly is volatile, like any other cryptocurrency. However, what I really like is the fact that you just see these consolidation periods where it just goes sideways and then it typically just breaks. It breaks out. Here's the issue though, for those people who are not familiar with cryptocurrency, trading it, you get a lot of false breakouts. I won't say a lot, but you get more frequent false breakouts with crypto than I've seen with FOREX trading. So that's something you have to be aware of, paying attention to that. And one of the things that I would say for this, I would not even trade this unless price, the body of the candles have closed above my previous week high. Because we see it's touched it, it got close to touching it, and then it's come back down. It came up, didn't quite touch it, came back down. So that's something that I would have to pay attention to. So here we go. What happened to my... Oh man, I gotta figure out which one is weekly, which one is month. I think this one is my month. 58. I want to say that's my month. And then this is the week. And this is gone. So I don't... Oh, I know what it is. This was my week. This green line here. This one. Well, it's already here. So I marked these from the week so I could see what the take profit points could potentially be for Bitcoin. So my next potential profit point, according to my weekly chart, is 55,780. And I'm saying that on here so that way, if and or when that occurs, guess what? If it's documented. Okay. It's on YouTube, so it's real. All right. So if you are an investor of Bitcoin, listen, y'all. I'm not telling you not to buy. I'm not telling you to buy because, again, I'm not a financial advisor. But I will say this. The halving is coming. And so typically after the halving, which they're projecting the halving to occur in April, typically after the halving, and this could be some months out there. We don't really know if this is going to occur again because market conditions are a little bit different than it was back in 2020. However, typically after halving, the price of Bitcoin goes up. Okay, so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you that bit of information so that way, if you are currently investing in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, or if you were considering investing in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, you have a bit of ammunition and you can go do what you will with that information. All right. Okay. So any stocks that y'all want to look at, because we got GBP, CHF marked, we have gold marked, we have Bitcoin marked for, oh, I didn't do the sale. My bad. Let me mark the sale. Hold on 1 second. I forgot about that. Okay. So yeah, that's a big gap between the previous day low in the week. So I'm going to find my area, which I see right here. This is a potential take profit. Got 1, 2, 3. It's been buying 4 minutes. I ain't even gonna do that to myself. And then I got, I'm gonna see about this one. I'm gonna probably have to go to the 4 hour for this one here though. And see what it looked like. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour because I ain't even trying to just drag that out. Because let's see. Okay. Maybe I need to go to the day. Jesus. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna look at Tesla next. Once I finish marking this sale for Bitcoin. Okay, so that's definitely a good take profit point for that. And then we got 1, 2 here as well. And then we had the other ones that I saw. Okay, so I got 2 potential take profit points between the previous day low and the previous week low for Bitcoin. So we should be able to see that. All right. So these are potential, y'all. Like I said, if the risk to reward is not there, always just consider switching it out. Oops. Switching it out and moving it down. Okay. But like I said, I will need to see, especially with this, it just consolidating in here like this. Price will have to close below here and continue to sell. So to be honest, looking at it right now, that probably wouldn't be a take profit one. This one would more likely be a take profit one, but I'll leave that here for now because I don't know where the turnaround is going to happen. So I can't speak right now. All right. And then TP3. All right. And then now we're going to look at, let me save this. So now we have our potential take profit take profits for buy and sell for Bitcoin. Now we're going to go to Tesla. All right. That's good. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to tell y'all, this is what I do. You can take that if you want or not. Totally up to you. All right. I go now. I used to just go to the month. Oh God. See, this how long it's been since I marked this. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. What's this? July of last year? Oh man, yeah, it's been a minute. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna start over. Okay, so I have added marking the 3 month because I want more information. That's just me. As an investor, I want more information. So I'm gonna mark the low for the previous 3 months and then the high, just like I do with everything else. All right. But now I definitely want to continue to look and see what is the market telling me. I'm looking at it right now. Okay. So price came up, pushed down, came up, pushed down. So now this is telling me that I have a lower high. We're talking about potential trending markets, right? So we have a lower high here. So if price continues to sell, then that means Tesla shares could potentially continue to go down. At a bare minimum, probably in this area somewhere. So between 122, 104-ish, something like that. Okay. This is a potential area that Tesla could possibly come to. I'm just going to mark this for now until I go down to the week. Okay. But yeah, so it could potentially come down here somewhere. All right. That's only if the price continues to go down, then we should be looking for it to come here potentially or keep going. You never know. All right. So we got our 3 month. Cool. Now I'm going to do the same thing on a month. I want the previous month high, previous month low. I color code my stuff, remember, because I like to know what's what. If you want to do this too, guess what? Just make sure you pick colors that you're going to remember. Write it down, y'all. If anything, just write it down. Okay. So the month is showing me same thing. Price had come up, it hit it high, and now it's been selling. Lower high, still a lower high, even though it did push up. And now we just want to see if it's going to continue to come back down into this area. All right. We'll see what it do. Now I'm going to the week. This is where I draw my Fibonacci, because every week I look for different investments to see if it's an opportunity for me to get into something. So like before the year ended, I bought some shares of what was it? Amazon, right? Because I had been looking every week and I was like, man, if it come up here, listen, I'm buying some more. I was like, I'm buying some more. And sure enough, before the market closed on Friday, it had got right there. I was like, man, I'm buying right now. And so it did pull back a little bit at the end of the year, and then it took off and went to the upside. And I was like, let's go. But I leverage trading to help me find better entry points. So I got my fib here. So we're going to mark this. I mark on a week again, y'all, because every time I'm looking to see each week, where is price at? What is it doing? Okay. Do I have an opportunity to buy some more shares? Yes or no? If the answer is no, all right, keep it moving. Because I have my list of stuff that I look at every single week. For right now, what I look at every week. So now I'm going to do my 5618 zone. Okay. So remember, y'all, this 5618, this is pretty much our area where we're looking for potential retracement. So if this is indeed, if the share price is indeed going to continue to go down for Tesla, then it's going to continue to hit this and push down. It's not going to go up. If it does go up, then our next area to see it potentially retrace is in here, which is our supply zone. And as you can see, Tesla has been going down. Came up, pushed down. Came up again, pushed down. So we have on the week, we also have what we're seeing is a sell trend that's going on. This is a high, this is a lower high, another lower high, and this is another lower high. Okay. So again, we want to see if it's going to break below this previous month low and come back down here into this zone that we saw on the 3-month. If that doesn't happen and it comes back up here, then guess what? We just have a range in market right now, and we got to see who's going to take charge. Is it going to be the buyers or the sellers? Okay. So I can remove this now, and hopefully this helped you, Devin, since you asked to mark up Tesla. So now I'm looking at it each week. I want to see what are we doing. So looking at this right now, though, Tesla could potentially, you may be able to get some gains if they keep some momentum. Let's see. We're looking at roughly 25%, quite possibly, because we have a bullish Harami. It has confirmed on a week, and also we still have more buy momentum here. Okay, so when the market open, if you want to buy a share too, if that's your thing, again, make sure you get with your financial advisor, because I am not one. I'm just showing y'all how I use trading to help me to find better price entries into what I am investing in. Okay, but you're looking at potential 25% gain. I think that's pretty good. $50 per share. It might be nice depending on how much you invest in. Okay, how many shares you buy. So that's it, y'all. I'm gonna write down this too. I'm gonna write down Tesla. Okay, so I would be looking, y'all, if it were me. I'm speaking, if it were me, I would be looking for Tesla to at least come back to this previous month high. 251.25-ish. Okay. It makes it past that and come back up here. It may not, and then push back down and continue to sell. The only way we'll know, we got to just let time play everything out. Okay. So potential 25% gain. If the momentum stays there from the buyers. If it doesn't, then guess what? You're looking at potentially price coming down in this area, which is 123-ish, 101-ish. So between there. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it. It's almost 10 o'clock my time. So I hope this helped. I hope this helped you. If you like what you saw, make sure you share it with someone who is trading and or investing, especially for those who are investing in cryptocurrency and the stocks. Listen, y'all, trading gives us a bit of an edge because we add what we know on the fundamental side and what we study as far as the economy goes. And now we can add the skill of trading to help us to get better price entries for our shares, and we're not buying at the high. We can actually see, okay, this looks better. we see a floor, we see a ceiling, whatever it is, we know what we're looking at because we know how to trade. So yeah, so that's all I got. Share the video, like the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for commenting and just jumping in here, rocking with me. I really appreciate it. I will be back on here again March 3rd, because remember y'all, because I'm doing the 90-day trading boot camp, I don't want to overextend myself. I'll only be going live on Sundays, every other Sunday, so twice a month, doing these live market analysis. And also, if you have not attended one of my boot camps and you're like, you haven't had consistent profit from trading and you're, kind of struggling a little bit, it's okay. We've all been there, then I would say just look into clicking the link in the description of this video, because I have a trading bundle that is going on right now for the month of February in honor of our ancestors. Black History Month, want to represent and give back. That's the way to give back. So instead of paying over $1,000 for both of these products, you'll be able to get two of these products for $397. Now, like I said, it's together or separately, it's over $1,000 for both of them, and you're getting that for less than half the cost. Okay, or a little bit. My bad, I said less than half the cost. More than half the cost. More than half the cost. Okay. And so the next 90-day trading boot camp is May 1st, and then the day trading 101, which is the second part of the bundle, that's self-paced. Okay, y'all, this is for people who are new to trading, and then also for people who have had access and have been trading, but they have not been consistently profitable. Okay, there is always something that we can learn, and there's something that we're missing, or something that makes more sense to us, because what we've been taught may not be really registering, and that's why we haven't seen that consistent success that we would like. So that's the reason why I'm offering that trading bundle for those of you that may fall in one or two of those categories. So yeah, click the link if you're like, yes, that is for me. And again, I appreciate everybody for jumping on tonight, watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to this channel and also engaging with me and hitting that notification bell so that way you can jump on here every single time I go live. So that's all I got. I'm going to leave y'all my favorite quote, and that is from the legend. His name is Arthur Ashe, and he says to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next month. Bye, y'all.